Good, what's good, what's good? How y'all feeling, man? It's Tay, also known as Taco Bell Pips. Y'all already know what I'm coming with, right? I've been rocking with I Am Academy for a bit. If y'all have watched my videos, y'all been seeing I'm rocking with colors within I Am Academy, right? So I know it's been a while since I've last posted, but I want to get back into this, man. I really want to, just consistently break this down, right? Really be intentional about being more consistent with posting more. All right, so we're gonna jump right into this, right? So I'm gonna turn my camera off because I know y'all don't want to stare at my ugly mug. So within colors, we have colors scalper and we have colors swing. It's exactly what it says. Colors scalper is for the scalpers, right? The ones who want to get in and out of the market, and in a smaller time frame. And then we have colors swing. No, that's myself. Those are for the swing traders, right? Where you're holding trades for a couple hours, maybe a couple days. All right, so it's going to be very, very simple. Very simple. So we're going to start with colors scalper. All right. We're going to come over here to the right. This is our control panel. You have these different time frames, the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, and 30 minute. The one that we're going to pay attention to on this control panel is the 30-minute time frame. Okay. So you have all these different pairs that you could choose from and look at. Okay. So our first step, we're going to pick AUD Chef. All right. Our first step, this strategy is called smooth sailing. All right. So the first step in smooth sailing on colors scalper is we start in our 30-minute time frame and we look for our supreme line. Our supreme line is the thick line on our chart. So what color is that supreme line? It is currently green, right? It's currently green. So now that you have found your color of this supreme line, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to find a triangle, the most recent triangle of that same color. So I know you guys probably see here, oh, there's a green triangle right here, right? You probably see that, but it's not a valid triangle because this candle has not closed yet. You see on the right, it says 26 minutes and 20 plus seconds left. So we have to wait that 26 minutes to see if this candle closes and that triangle is still there, because the candle can close and the triangle can disappear. So for a triangle to be a valid triangle, the candle has to close. All right. So we're not going to use that one. So let's go back in time. We see this green triangle right here, right? All right. So what you're going to do is once you find that, you're going to mark that up with a thick vertical line, a thick black vertical line. All right. So this candle closes. Boom. You got your green triangle. Mark it up with a thick vertical line. Okay. So first step, find your supreme line. And then second step, find the triangle matching the color of the supreme line. Cool. Mark it up with the vertical line. All right. So now we're going to drop down to our 15-minute time frame. And we find our vertical line. Cool. It's right here. And we want the supreme line on the 15-minute to be the same color as the 30-minute. It's this simple. We're lining up colors. Okay. So what color is the supreme line? It's green. So cool. We have our second confirmation. Now we're going to drop down to our 5-minute time frame. We're going to find our vertical line. And once we find that right here, we want our supreme line to be green, right? Because we're lining up the colors for them to all be green. So we find our supreme line, it's green, and we wait for a green triangle and all of the colors to line up vertically. So what do I mean by that? I want to see a candle be a solid green, right? I want to come down to our second section. The dot in the middle needs to be green. And then come down to the third section. The volume bar needs to be green, and it needs to be above this yellow line, okay? So we wait, we wait, we wait. We found a green triangle right here. So I'm going to just mark this with a vertical line, and it's going to be green, okay? We got a green triangle right here. Our supreme line is green. We have a solid green candle. We come down to our second section. The dot in the middle is green. And we come down to our third section. This bar is green, and it's above the yellow line. So all of our colors line up. So once that candle closed, boom, that could be your potential entry right here. And let's see. I'm going to change this time zone to my current time zone, Central Standard Time. So this was about 12:45 this morning, okay? Let's see how many pips you potentially could have caught from taking that trade this morning. Oh my goodness. You potentially could have caught 47 pips roughly just taking that trade. Now, when it comes to scalping, we're really only looking for 3 to 10 pips. But you see here, you potentially could have caught 47 pips. And that's just off AUD Chef. That's not even a pair I trade. Now, I know people like to trade indices. This works for indices as well. So your SPX 500, your your NAS 100, US 30. Also works for your metals, gold and silver. So yeah, we're gonna look at SPX 500, right? What color is our supreme line? It's green, right? Okay, so we find the most recent green triangle because our supreme line is green. So we're lining up all the colors to be green. It is literally this simple, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we mark that up with a vertical line. All right, and we drop down to our 15-minute time frame. What color is our supreme line? It is green on our 15-minute time frame. So that is our second confirmation. So we drop down to our 5-minute time frame. All right. We see our vertical line right here. And we want to wait for a green triangle. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh, well, Tay, there's a green triangle right on the vertical line. Yes, that is true. However, we have to understand that we want the green triangle to occur after this vertical line, right? We want it to occur after the vertical line. So, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, the colors lined up right here. That's great. That's awesome. Somebody may have taken this trade and they could have, won on this trade. They could have caught some pips on this trade. Me personally, I'm not taking it because my rules say that when I drop down to the 5-minute time frame, I want to find a green triangle after my vertical line. So I wait, and I wait, I wait, I wait. So today, I didn't have a setup for SPX 500. So guess what that means? I'm not trading SPX 500 today. It's literally this simple, ladies and gentlemen. You follow your rules. Let's go to, what is this? Euro GBP. Euro GBP. What color is our supreme line? Our supreme line is red. So now we're going to line up the colors and make sure that they all match red. So our supreme line is red. So next we look for the most recent triangle of the same color. So our most recent red triangle is right here. All right, right there. So guess what we do now? We mark that up with a thick vertical line. Drop down to our 15-minute time frame. What color is our supreme line? We want it to be red. And what color is it? It's red. Now we drop down to our 5-minute time frame. All right. And we want our supreme line to be red, first of all. Our supreme line is red. It turns red right here. And we want a red triangle to appear after the vertical line, which we have right here. Okay, I'm going to make this red. Now, let's look. We have a red triangle. Our supreme line is red. We have a solid red candle. But we come down here to section 2. What color is the dot in the middle? It's green. So we're going to wait. The next candle, solid red candle. The dot in the middle is red. And we have this volume bar above the yellow line. It is also red. So once that candle closes, that could be a potential entry, right? This was about 2:20 in the morning. So London session. Let's see how many pips you potentially could have caught. Potentially could have caught 30 pips during London session off Euro GBP. It's literally that simple. You stick to the rules, and I promise you, you will see your account grow. You stick to the rules and use your proper risk, you will see your account grow. All right, so that's the smooth sailing for colors scalper. You can do the same thing for colors swing. However, I want to dive into the volume strategy, right, when it comes to colors swing, okay? So we're going to get into that. So we're going to go here to colors swing. And on color swing, we want to start on our daily time frame. All right, so we start on our daily. Let's pick a random. We're going to do AUD USD. All right, we're going to do AUD USD. Ooh, man. Ooh, I know somebody ate off this. I already know. So we start on our daily time frame. We're going to come down to section. For color swing, it's section 4. All right, we have our first section, our second section, our third section, and then our fourth section, right? That's a little bit different than color scalper because color scalper doesn't have the same section 3 that we have on color swing, okay? So the same concept, lining up all the colors, okay? Lining up all the colors. So with this volume strategy, what we want to look for is this most recent bar. We want to look for this bar breaking this yellow line. So we see here, we have this bar breaking this yellow line right here. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh, well, what about this one? This bar broke the yellow line and we still have green volume in the market. So because this is where the green volume initially came in, this is where we're going to put our vertical line, right? We're going to put our vertical line right there. And now what we're going to do, we mark it up with a thick green line because we're looking for all the colors to line up green. Then we just drop down to our 1 hour time frame. And it's the same concept. You see our vertical line, okay? Is our supreme line green? Yes, it is. So now we wait for a triangle of the same color that is after the vertical line, and you line up the colors vertically. All right? Now, let me show you this. I'm going to make this black. All right? So we got a green triangle. We've got a solid green candle. The dot in the middle is green, but we come down here. We come down here to our third section, our section 3, and we see that one, the line is in this yellow box. This yellow box is considered our no trade zone. If you see the line in this yellow box, we do not take the trade. All right. So because of that, we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait. All right, let's look here. We have a solid green candle. We come down here. The dot in the middle is green. We come down here to section 3. Our line is green. But we come down here to section 4. We have a green volume bar, but it's below the yellow line. We want it to be above the yellow line because when it's below, that's telling us that there is very weak volume in the market. And we want to trade with volume, thus the volume strategy. So we wait. We wait. We wait. Still nothing. So we wait. We wait. We wait. We wait. Still nothing. So we wait. Right here, we have a solid green candle. The dot in the middle is green. This line on section 3 is green. We come down here to our volume. Our section 4, the volume bar is green. It's above the yellow line. All right. So all the colors line up. So once that candle closes, potentially you could take that trade. And let's see, you would be in profit right now. Potentially could have caught about 76 pips on that move. And you could have did that in roughly 8 hours. So a work day, you could have caught roughly 76 pips. Okay. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Let's go USD CAD. All right, USD CAD. We come down to section 4 because we're starting on our daily, looking at the volume. All right, we see our red volume, our seller's volume. It initially came in right here. So we mark that up with the red vertical line. And then what do? We drop down to the 1 hour. All right, we want our supreme line to be red. Okay. And now we want to find a red triangle after this vertical line, which we have right here. I'm going to make this black. We have a red triangle that occurred right here. And we have a solid red candle, so we come down to section 2. The dot in the middle is red. We come down to section 3. Look, the line is red. Yes, it is. But where is it at? In our no trade zone. So guess what? We're not taking the trade. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. All right, let's see here. Up. We have a solid red candle. We have our dot in the middle that's red. We come here to section 3. We see here that the line is red and it's outside of the no trade zone. So then we come down to section 4. We have a red value bar above this yellow line. So guess what we're going to do once that candle closes? That could be a potential entry, right? Could be a potential entry, and potentially you could have caught roughly 108 pips in the past day off of USD CAD. All right, let's pick another one. AUD NZD. Cool. We start on our daily time frame. We come down to section 4. We look for the break of the yellow line and where that volume initially came in. So we see we have a green volume bar that broke above this yellow line. All right, we got a green volume bar that broke above this yellow line. Now, we're wanting all the colors to line up green, right? Right. So we drop down to our 1 hour. And we see here, this is where it gets fun, right? This is where this is where your risk management really comes in. This is where your discipline really comes in. So, what did I say before? We want to make sure that our supreme line is the same color, right? What is our supreme line? Right here. It's red, right? It's red. It doesn't turn green till over here. And we don't have a green triangle over here, right? So we have a red supreme line, which would have been right there. But if we come down here, let's look at this. If we weren't even paying attention to the supreme line, we have a green triangle right here, a solid green candle. Our dot in the middle is green. Our line on section 3 is green, and it's outside of the no trade zone. And then our volume bar is also green, and it's above our yellow line. So there may be some people, once that candle closed, they might have taken that entry. And yes, they'd be up. If you would have taken that entry, you would have taken that entry 2 days ago at roughly 11 o'clock in the morning. Potentially could have been up 103 pips, give or take. Me personally, I'm cool. I would rather have my supreme line up with my higher time frame. I want my supreme line to be the same color as the daily time frame or the daily volume. Why? Because it's the volume strategy, and all colors is lining up the colors. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. The reason why a lot of people lose, the reason why a lot of people blow their accounts is because they are not patient. The reason why a lot of people have losing trades is because instead of waiting for all the colors to line up, they try to anticipate the move. Why can I say this? Because I was one of those people. Let me tell you, I would sit here and be like, oh, all the colors line up except one. It has to change eventually. So let me go and hop in this trade. I would hop in this trade, and what would it do? Completely go reverse. Completely go the opposite direction. Right? This is why sticking to rules is so important. Now, like I told you, there may be some people who would have taken this, and yeah, they would have been up. You would have had barely any drawdown, and you would have been up big time. Cool. I'm happy for you guys. Yes, I love to see it. But if we have a set of rules, we need to stick to them. And for me, my set of rules is I want this supreme line to be the same color as my higher time frame, because that gives me the highest probability setup and the least drawdown. Another reason why a lot of people lose is because they get they get antsy, they get anxious, and they would just want to enter the trade because they're scared of missing it. They have that fear of missing out, that FOMO, right? So they get in the trade, but guess what? Their account can't handle that drawdown that ends up happening. So I like to wait for the supreme line to be the same color as our daily volume because I will have the least drawdown. Simple. Let's go to another random one. Let's go GBP JPY. All right. We have weak volume currently. The past couple days we've had weak volume, so I wouldn't even look at that. GBP Chef. We have green volume. We have buyer's volume that came in. Buyer's volume came in right here. Mark it up with the thick green line. Drop down to our 1 hour time frame, and we wait for the supreme line to be green, first of all. And then we wait for a green triangle and all the colors to line up vertically. All right, so looks like it happened right here. So we've got a solid green candle. We have the dot in the middle that's green. We have section 3, the line is green. And then we come down to section 4. Our volume bar is green. It's above this yellow line. So once that candle closed, that could be a potential entry. And let's see. You would be up roughly 122 pips in the past day and a half off GBP Chef, off color swing. Man, I'm telling y'all, this stuff really works. You really just have to stick to your rules. I promise. I promise it works. I promise it works. You just have to stick to the rules. Doc Spills literally created this to be as simple as possible to where your kids can understand this. If they can line up colors, your kids could be trading using this software. He literally made it so simple. So simple. Okay, so that is the volume strategy for color swing. Now, let's get into the smooth sailing strategy real quick. All right, let's get into the smooth sailing strategy. Let's see if I can find a setup. All right, so the way that we use the smooth sailing for the scalper is the same way that we're going to use smooth sailing for swing trading, but we're starting on our daily time frame. All right, so let's look here. USD Chef. All right, first things first, what color is our supreme line? Our supreme line is green. Okay, so now we find the most recent triangle, the most recent green triangle, which is right here. All right, so we've got that. We mark that with a thick black vertical line. Then we're going to drop down to our 4 hour time frame. And we want to see what color this supreme line is. It is green, right? All right, so because it's green, that is another confirmation. So now we drop down to our 1 hour time frame. This is where our entry is going to occur, right? This is where we're going to figure out when to execute the trade. Now, what we're going to do is the same thing. We want to find a green triangle after this vertical line. We want our supreme line to be green and all the colors to line up vertically. So let's see here. We have our green triangle that occurred right here. Our solid green candle. Our dot in the middle is green, but look, we're in our no trade zone. So we're waiting. And we're waiting. All right. We have a solid green candle. And our supreme line is green. Come down here to our second section. The dot in the middle is green. Third section, our line is green and it's outside of our no trade zone. Then we come down to our volume section, our section 4, and the volume bar is green. It's above this yellow line. So once that candle closed, we have a potential entry. Boom. That would be your entry. And let's see, potentially, how many pips you could have caught. And this was back, September 22nd. If you would have just held this for the past month, you could have caught roughly 381 pips. It's literally that simple. It's that simple. So you stick to these rules, and I promise you, you'll see your account grow, and you use your proper risk. That's all you got to do. I'm gonna cut this now, man. I hope y'all appreciated this video. I definitely will be sharing some more. I'm working on, starting it to where I break down, this is what I'm looking at. This is the trade that I'm going to take. This is why I'm going to take the trade, just so y'all can see, in real time, and see that this truly does work. And I'm just not showing you, past examples. I want to show you, the trades that I take on my account, how they end up turning out, whether they hit my stop loss, whether they hit my take profit, whatever the case may be. I want to show y'all the ins and outs. I want to show y'all the wins. I want to show y'all the lessons. I want to show y'all that, if you are consistent and you are disciplined when it comes to this, you can win. I'm telling you. So, with that being said, man, much love. Thank you guys for, watching and just being a part of this. Until next time, much love. See y'all soon. Let's go.